This is the future. Evolution.
Welcome Criptzonians old and new, and welcome to Criptzone Live, without the live part unfortunately, because my network has been messing around again majorly. I've got very terrible upload and download speed, and that's why I cannot do a proper stream today. Anyway, so what do I have for you today? Here's the highlights. Don't be angry at Cyril Ramaphosa for putting back the alcohol ban. Be angry at partygoers. They are to blame for the whole alcohol news stories happening now, which we will discuss a bit later. Almost the biggest news that has been trending this week has to do with alcohol, believe it or not. The ANC is planning on using your pension money to save their asses. The black and red PlayStation 5 is a big possibility. I'm gonna give you the recipe on how to make pineapple beer. Yes, it's back. Since we are on lockdown, pineapple beer is going to be a big thing again. And I've got two different type of recipes for you. Or let's say I've got a recipe for you and then some tips and tactics that you can use to make it even better. Petrol is going up again this month. So if you thought it's going to stay stable or going down, sorry to disappoint. We're going to pay a lot more than you think. Coca-Cola is bringing out a new bottle that you can actually return for 9 Rand. So these guys that's on the streets every now and then in the week stealing your bottles, it's going to become a bigger story now, because everyone's going to try and steal these bottles to go hand them in to make money out of it. So yeah, you can get actually 9 Rand return on those bottles, and then the Coke the whole price will be like 15 Rand for a bottle for a 2 liter, excluding the 9 Rand that you get when you return the bottle. But more about that later. Western Digital brings out its first 16, 18 and 20 terabyte hard drives. So if you want to know anything more about any of these topics that I've discussed, then please stay tuned, and well, I hope you'll enjoy the show. So let's get to it.
I remember the feel of the air touch my skin. Am I real? 'Cause I felt something leave from within. I feel empty. Have I got nothing left to give? Am I living? 'Cause I only felt alive with him. I'm driving in the night, the hood down. It's when I feel alive, when no one's around. The darkness deep inside comes to light now. But it's alright, it's alright. I can break no heart if I got none. I won't break apart if I stay on the run. But sometimes in the night I miss the sun. Why did darkness come? I felt my body break, my heart give up. Why did darkness come? I felt the lightning shake me into hell. Why did darkness come? I wanna stay in here where I belong. Why did darkness come? Something keeps waking me up. Why did darkness come? Why did darkness come? Break my heart, give up. Why did darkness come? I felt the lightning shake me into hell. Why did darkness come? I wanna stay in here where I belong. Why did darkness darkness with him. Why did darkness?
Hi guys, subscribe to my channel now so that you do not forget. Hit that bell icon and get notified of my further uploads. Lastly, feel free to comment. Show me some love by giving me a thumbs up at the end of the video. Okay, so I'm gonna be reading on the screen behind the camera because the setup just didn't work out fine today, so I had to make a different bit of an arrangement. So I'm just gonna be reading behind you. Okay, the screens are behind you. So let's do this. Welcome back, and you are watching Cript Live, and here we go with the first bit of news. Well, Be angry at partygoers, not the president, for new booze ban. The biggest news this whole week was about alcohol. This really puts South Africa in a bad light. The way we are carrying on, you would think that we are a bunch of alcoholics, eh? But for those who saw this coming, probably they stocked up. Like me, I stocked up. I made sure I've got enough for at least the next 3 months to keep me settled, so I'm not stressed. So this ban should not bother us in the least. Anyway, while the country is still on lockdown level 3, the sales and distribution of alcohol was banned with immediate effect on Monday. In addition, there is a curfew again from 8 to 4 in the morning where no one is allowed to be on the roads. Over the month, since the sales of alcohol were reinstated and restaurants reopened, much South Africans continued life like nothing is wrong, nothing happened, everything is just pasashi, nah? Everything's fine. Many people organized parties, braais, dinners and social gatherings, while this was still outlawed by the lockdown regulations. The infection rate has spiked this month in Gauteng and Cape Province, and although it was not a good idea to move the country back to level 4 and 5 lockdown, the only thing that remained was to be stricter on the level 3 on the level 3 regulations and to reinstate the ban of alcohol. It is important to remember that the pandemic is far from over. Good news is that parks has been opened, exercise is back, so if you feel like you need a drink, rather go take a walk or do some exercise. Okay? And then you can join the thousands of walkers and runners, young and old. The president said that the government was forced to reintroduce the prohibition on the sales of alcohol as hospital beds were being taken up by alcohol-related trauma cases. However, he said that this should be seen as a suspension on the sales of alcohol for a while to allow for the country's healthcare system to focus on the coronavirus pandemic. It is not a ban, it is a suspension to allow our health system to be able to cope, he said. Western Cape daily trauma cases went up 62% after lifting the alcohol ban. After alcohol was unbanned on the 1st of June, trauma-related deaths went up by 307% and road deaths by 260%. So basically the ban was reinstated because the hospital beds were taken up by alcohol-related trauma cases. Liquor traders says that the president should have warned them. That is a problem. That's the reason why they brought it back. People can't behave themselves. And you guys know that we weren't supposed to go around having parties and driving around or anything. We were still actually on lockdown. But people think when alcohol was released, life went back to normal and now we're back in this shit. So, thanks you fuckers for braaiing. Okay, I hope you enjoyed it. I'm gonna braai a bit later today. In my own house, in my own yard, with my own people. Okay. Diageo South Africa, which is the producer of liquor brands such as Johnny Walker, Smirnoff, Ciroc and Tinquari, says the ban will have a devastating impact on the economy. Diageo SA is the country's leading premium spirits company and distributed 200 million rand in taxes this month alone. But they didn't see the alcohol ban coming. Nobody actually saw it, but yeah, we knew it was coming probably. Ngadi says that the alcohol ban will have detrimental impact on South Africa's already struggling economy. There are more than 1 million jobs in the alcohol industry's value chain, thousands of which are now on the line. 90% of South African craft breweries are in danger of closure. This is according to a survey that was done last week by the CBASA. The survey received responses from 108 breweries and contract brands, representing a little over 50% of the industry. 87% of those said that they are currently unable to meet their monthly expenses. Only 10% believe that they will be able to continue trading in the near future if the current restrictions on the trade of alcohol continue. 7 breweries have been forced to close their doors permanently already. So there's a lot of jobs lost. We're talking about thousands of people that has lost their jobs now. And I think since this lockdown began, there's probably a couple of million jobs that has been lost now, thanks to this whole corona pandemic bullshit that has come and rocked our world for this year. But hey, enough of those depressing newses. Let's listen to some tunes.
my head it was empty, but I know that I want to be where you are. I was denied. I had spent those years, did not recognize the person that's inside. Believe me, I swear, the story's not over. As I fall, I will continue to get up. I cannot stop because it is over. Live in the moment, living in a quiet place. To be everywhere, to be without a care. I was denied. That's inside. We have a purpose, but to take that leap, you must recognize the person that's inside.
Please forgive me. Please forgive me.
please head over to my webpage at www.criptzone.co.za and come and check out the page. You will notice there is a lot of information on there. Hyperlinks are provided so that you don't have a problem going anywhere. Head up to my podcast page and come and see what am I currently working on my podcast. There is also the Cript Zone live page, which I will update regularly to let you know when I'm going to do the next show like this one. The goal is to try and do one every week. Head on over to my Cript Zone YouTube page and come and check out what are the latest videos that I am working on and also what new videos is up and coming. If you have any queries or questions, don't hesitate to ask. You can email me at shoal.reaper@gmail.com. Welcome back, and you are watching Cript Zone Live. The next piece of news will definitely not go well with a lot of us, including me. So our wonderful government, the ANC, plans to use South African pensions. The ANC Economic Transformation Committee has published a new proposal document which includes planned changes to how pension funds will work in South Africa. The document indicates that the use of pension funds will be the key to helping the government address funding shortfalls in the areas such as infrastructure development and energy production. To achieve this, ANC proposes to change Regulation 28 of the Pension Fund Act to boost the funding of infrastructure projects spearheaded by state-developed finance institutions using private capital. One of the ways that pension funds are likely to be deployed is to help the embattled power utility Eskom, because the ANC feels that we need to continue supporting Eskom to help them overcome its immediate financial and technical challenges and to ensure reliable electricity supply. And yet, load shedding is back. A solution needs to be found to Eskom's debt problem, including the possibility of pension fund being mobilized to take over certain restructured Eskom assets. Load shedding was also implemented earlier this week. I must say we were lucky where I live. I didn't have much load shedding, but Middelburg, Joburg, those places, I know for a fact that there was load shedding there. So why should we keep on supporting a company that cannot even put the freaking lights on or keep the freaking lights on? I don't understand it. Hopefully there's some good news for the PlayStation 5 people out there. If you're looking for something more than just a white console, the black and red might be a possibility. Black and red PlayStation 5 model potentially leaked in market pamphlet. There was a black and red PlayStation 5 model that was leaked in a pamphlet. A recent leak has suggested that we might get more choice than we anticipated when it comes to how the console will look. Originally leaked on Reset Era, a Sony market poster seems to reveal the PS5 in a sleek new black and red skin, as well as having a black and red controller along with it. The person who posted it claims that it is a promotional image which has been sent to retailers and their employees ahead of release of the console. This often happens before big releases, so that the stores and the people know what they are selling and what to expect. This could be all fake, of course. It is the internet, of course, and people are weird. PlayStation's Vice President of UX Design said that there will be special editions of the console. A black and red PS5 will be an awesome option for customers to have. And I do agree with that. I would rather go for a red or a black and red, or maybe even a black and white. But a plain white is it's not my thing. From the beginning I said I'm not for that, really. Anyway, but what I am for is some music. So let's listen to some tunes. And you are back with
Standing on the edge of a cliff, realize there must be more to life than this. Reaching for the stars, traveling so far,
with Cript Zone Live without the live. I know why you guys are still here. You want to know how to make pineapple beer. Hey, it rhymed! So anyway, here we go. Want to make your own pineapple beer? Here is the recipe. The alcohol ban will not stop South Africans from drinking. Oh no. Our old favorite is here to bail us out. Fruit sellers are smiling again. So they probably will push up the price for pineapple again. So if you didn't buy the pineapples yet, you might pay a bit more than you were expecting. So let's prep. You will need 3 pineapples at least, 1 kilogram of white sugar and a supply of water, of course. Let's make it clean drinking water or filtered water, okay. A 9-liter size bucket is ideal, but any big container can work. To make it will take about 30 minutes. So step 1, peel your pineapples, but don't throw away the peels. Take the whole fruit, cut it up in little bits and pieces, take the skin, cut that up in little bits and pieces, and throw everything in one big bucket. So once your peel and pieces of pineapple has been combined, add the sugar. I think add the whole kilogram. Okay. Step 3, fill the bucket to the top with water. Step 4, use a muslin cloth to cover the top. Well, probably just anything that's thick enough to cover the bloody top. Step 5, let it stand for about 2 days until you can see it froth. The strength of the pineapple beer is about 4 to 6%, and the amount of sugar that you add will determine the potency. You can add more sugar to make it stronger, or less sugar to rein it in. Now here are some tips to get a brilliant brew. Tip 1, you can brew it without yeast, but then the fermentation takes a long time. Yeast increases the speed of the fermentation process. Tip 2, use both the fruit and the skin of the fruit, which we said in the beginning. Tip 3, use white sugar. Some people probably did use brown sugar before, but white sugar is preferable. It makes the beer clearer, that's why. Tip 5, brew it in a metal container. Tip 4 was, Tip 4, brew it in a metal container. Tip 5, bottle it in glass. Don't overfill the bottles, as the longer the beer ferments, the more it expands. So leave a gap of about 4 centimeters at the top. Tip 6, the longer the pineapple is left in the fridge, the more it matures and the boozier it gets. Store your bottles on its side, not upright. Tip 7, if at any stage mold formation and or mixture has an unpleasant smell instead of a beer type aroma, chuck it out, it may be toxic. Like we told you guys in the beginning of this lockdown and in previous of my shows, there has been people who actually died because of this homebrew shit. Because brewing beer or making alcohol creates methanol, and that's toxic to you, and so it's a bit dangerous. So you have to be careful, okay? If you want to add yeast and you want to know how much, you should add about 2 teaspoons of dry or instant yeast. 4 cups of sugar or 800 grams will make it obviously stronger. Some people let it stand outside of the fridge for 7 days if yeast were added. So it's going to be up to you. You can either let it stand for 2 days without yeast and then see what it tastes like and see what it does. Or you can add yeast, let it stand for 7 days and add a little bit less sugar. But yeah, those are the recipes and those are the tips and tactics. Let's enjoy some tunes while you make your pineapple beer. back, guys, and you are watching Cript Zone Live. And if you thought you were gonna get a bit less discount on petrol this month, think again. South African can expect another fuel price hike. You can expect a price hike of about 34 cents per litre for petrol and 68 cents for diesel. How's that bloody fair? Diesel was always cheaper than petrol, and it seems like we are now overshooting and overtaking the petrol guys. That's unfair. So Africans buying Coca-Cola, which is basically everyone that I know of, will now get 9 Rand back when they return the new PET plastic bottle. Don't ask me what PET stands for. It's such a big freaking word and I can't say it. So it's called PET. Okay. The company piloted the project in the Eastern Cape in January as part of the World Without Waste initiative. The returnable bottle will now be rolled out in North Gauteng, Mpumalanga and Limpopo. The bottles will be identified by a green sticker on the front of the bottle. Returned bottles will be cleaned, refilled and the beverage resold. Yeah. And when the bottle is live, I'm not sure how many times they will be able to reuse the bottle. But once the lifetime of this bottle is over, then they will recycle the bottle to make new PET plastic and just make a new bottle of it. So, yeah. We're gonna start drinking bottles out of a previous drank out bottle. Something like that. Okay guys, so welcome back to Cript Zone Live, and we're almost at the end. Can you believe it? It went so quick. But yeah, time flies when you're having fun, eh? But if you want to make sure that you save up all your stuff for longer, then get yourself a Western Digital hard drive. Yeah. So you want to store your backups on a hard drive? Well, is 4 terabyte too small for you? Because I know my 4 tera is already full and I still have a lot of stuff to back up and I don't have any more space. Well, never fear. Western Digital is here. They just released the new 18 terabyte and 20 terabyte EAMR drive. I myself don't like backups all my stuff in one place. I would actually really like it if they could bring out a storage medium that is reliable and lasts forever, because data corrupts, and some of our stuff that we back up is stuff that you never want to lose. It's like pictures and photos and music and stuff. Okay, music you can get anywhere and videos you can get anywhere, but pictures and private stuff, once that's gone, it's gone. You cannot recover it. So most people still back up their stuff on DVDs or CD discs if you still have something like an external drive, and at least it lasts for longer. If it doesn't scratch, it will be there forever. But I would really have liked it if there was more of a digital way of saving something on a more permanent medium. Anyway, Western Digital announced retail availability of its gold 16 terabyte and 18 terabyte CMR drives, as well as an upcoming 20 terabyte Ultra SMR drive. These 9 platted discs are the largest individual hard drives widely available today. So thanks guys, thanks for watching this show. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're going to enjoy the rest of your day. Unfortunately I wasn't able to do it yesterday, but at least it's out today and you can go and enjoy yourself. Have an awesome Sunday, have an awesome week, and be safe. And I'm going to go now and have a drink and a braai. Until next time guys, cheers.